Hello, welcome back to Kaiserreich. So, someone said I should take Sardinia before I go for France here, but looking at what's going on in the air, looking at what's going on the ground, and navally speaking, I don't think we actually have to. I think we should just dip in here and help the Moroccans out as soon as possible. Got the Libyans as well pushing. So while the African nations are doing work, we should try to help them out, I think. And we've got, you know, our own fleets here doing work as well. Let's see. So we can't go yet because we don't have supremacy. We do have intel. Well, the supremacy is going to be easy to get. Oh, let me just double check that they don't have any silly missions all around the world. Yeah, they should all be assigned to one place now. Like so, that's going to be massive. That should help them, or that should be enough for them to take Birzerza with no problem. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, probably not. And let's group these guys up. Okay, they are already grouping in Toulon. Or is that Toulouse or is it Toulon? Do they... That's Toulouse, never mind. Do they use... I forget. Do they use the... No, they do not use the local names. They use the anglicized names, right? Because you got The Hague. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, no, that is the Norwegian name. That's strange. Why is it called The Hague if a lot of other places are using local names? Because I'm pretty sure "the" is not a Dutch word. I know Hague is. I think it means like the garden. Yeah, Blitzkrieg. Always. We haven't seen Mr. Volume Control in a little while. Turning him down a little bit. Just because... Oh, wait, they have no people guarding anything. Hold the phone. So... So what do we do about that? Do we... No, we foolishly did not move the tanks close enough to just be able to rush them in there. That's my bad. While I have, you know, while my mind is on the matter, let's get our troops set up for a potential, one might say eventual, war with the Russians. What? Okay, so the Ukrainians, that border is kind of problematic for us, but let's see it like that. Continental Army is going to be shipping over in just one moment. When we land, we're going to set these guys up for the invasion of... So Cagliari, is this... this is... Wait, which one is this... Sorry, which one is... That's Corsica, so this is Sardinia. Yeah, I always, like, mess them up. Or sort of, mistake them. I did not intend to say which one is Sicily. That's this. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that is loud. I've been having some strange audio, not necessarily like problems, but the audio for... Or my audio mixer has been like gradually, slowly reducing its volume across the board. So I have to like push it up every now and then. I'm not sure what's happening. I think some sort of program is like taking over and reducing the audio and everything else. Than that program or whatever, so that I can hear that program. Yeah, we'll establish a beachhead and then start the invasion plan here. I can sort of imagine a military occupation of Corsica, while we, like, basically an indefinite military occupation, or like a lease that's, you know, set for, I don't know, 40 years or 100 years or something, and then giving Sardinia to the Italians.
Listen up. Move out.
Huh. Yeah, let's deal with these guys so they can't reduce our organization too much while we're shipping over. They are trying to bomb our convoys. That's not good. Paladin, that is a cool name. We have a lot of different types of fighters. I kind of want to scrap all these fighters that we aren't using, and instead, oh yeah, scrap them so I don't have to like scroll so much. But I'll have to do that off camera, I think. It won't be right after this episode because. So I might forget about it, but yeah, it won't be right after this because I am meant to head out to class in roughly 1 hour from now. Of course, doing my master's in history, which so far has been, I don't know, it's okay. We haven't dug into like most of the stuff I want to dig into yet. Let's see, do we put these guys in a different... Yeah, because this is no longer North America. This is going to be Northern Europe, then. And this is, I guess... I'll set up this as Eastern Europe, and then I'll actually transfer these guys to another army. And set this up as... Africa, why not? So we have the Red Guard, and then we have the Army Group Europe, and then we have the Army Group Africa. Led by someone who is a career officer or whatever, so we can promote them. Or someone with generally favorable traits. I'm thinking, honestly, Matthew Ridgway, because out of supply is probably going to be good in Africa. Yeah, we're going to do him. Matthew Ridgway. Wait. Oh, he's already assigned to another army. Which army was that? Well, a good way to find out is to... I mean, we could just click here and have, sorry, have a look. Let's see, he's assigned to the 6th Army. That's fine, because that army is not fighting at the moment, so... Reassign Matthew Ridgway, there we go. We'll put these guys into Army Group Africa as well, so they get bonuses from the Field Marshal. Oh shit, I didn't actually set these guys to air superiority, that's why. I was wondering why there was only an intercept mission, which is the one I set up here to deal with the naval bombers. Alright, let's put these guys on that border, I suppose, since we're not fighting the Libyans. And let's crush the remainder of the French Kingdom's forces here, or French Republic, sorry, French Republic. And Centaur Division, let's put them in what used to be Ridgway's army. So now these guys are going to handle all this, and these guys, the Marines, can be set to actually do a naval invasion. There are troops heading this way.
Ready.
Yeah, the supply situation is gonna be really dire here, I think. It's gonna accept all these guys, let them into the war. Who leads the Socialist Republic of Italy? It's still faceless Benito Mussolini, because I believe he was removed, and
Ready to move.
of course the he was removed like while I was playing this campaign, so the game was updated, but since it happened while I was playing, Benito Mussolini is still there. At least his name is. It's not actually him. Wonder if that's gonna fuck up their focus tree, like, you know, needing like a specific leader or something. Usually you don't need a leader to do anything, you need a an ideology. So hopefully not.
Yes, sir.
The Libyans are trying to cut us off here.
Move out.
We want to fight them as well, so... Like, we can't leave this up to the Libyans, so we can't get cut off. Showing, you know, or looking at how they've already done so much here, I have no doubt in the prowess of the Libyan forces. Middle Africa, however, I'm not so sure about. Yeah, 8 divisions and 19 to 26 divisions, and Kikuland is still doing something. Oh hell yeah, dude. Committee of Strategic Services, let's get that
Attention.
bread and roses. Sort of sucks that we can't take Puerto Rico with this guy being syndicalist. Rather socialist, social democrat. It is a guy whose name I will not try to pronounce, but Buzz has been yeeted, and we now have a new leader in the West Indies Union. Interesting. Yeah, we need these guys to be aggressive in pushing for territory so we can just take Algiers as soon as possible.
Attention.
It's a lot of troops on this island. Honestly, not sure if we're going to be able to take it.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have significant naval bombardment, and we do not have the yeah, we don't have the thing where you like the fortress busting, the siege artillery, so we can't use that against their level 4 coastal fortress.
Attention.
A question has popped up in my mind. Should we yeet the Pope? The Pope, I think... let's see, who is it? Yeah, it's this weirdo. They represent something weird and, you know, very not our world's type of view in Europe here. Like, that whole, like, you know, paternal, sort of patriarchal structure, I mean, with They're being literal patriarchs in the their sister religion in the east here. And like their hoarding of wealth and everything like that. They're you know, the land owned by the Catholic Church, etc., etc. All that stuff represents something very, very, I would say, like something that's anathema to the world we are trying to create. So maybe we should yeet the Pope. Can we stop this? We're gonna have everyone on the front line. We're not fighting the Libyans. Fighting the French Republic. Of course, now we have to wait until the Moroccans or Libyans or whoever pushes down south. Or if we're fast enough and we can cut the Libyans off, we can be allowed to do that ourselves. We could, of course, probably just ask for military access, but that gives them military access to us so they can move their troops onto our supply lines, and, you know, we've had some trouble with that in the past. And, for example, Russia and Russia, while playing as various nations.
Ready, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go our way. How about you go back home and stop the order? We could try to attack across the straits. Reports from the old city of Algiers, capital of the French government in exile since 1920, tells us of its fall to the advancing American troops. After progressing slowly through the, though efficiently, through the great colonial avenues near the coast and the Socialist Republic of America forces met heavier resistance when leaving the site of the bay in the more popular districts of Algiers Heights. Fierce fights have taken place between American and French soldiers, especially in the popular European district of Bab el-Oued. And in the famous Notre Dame d'Afrique Basilica, but finally at dawn, most of the city had fallen, and the last pockets of resistance were getting eliminated in the Kasbah. The sun rising on the bay unveiled the city under a new protector. I don't think we frame it that way. We frame it as a city liberated. We're not going to be its protector. In that sense. That has a sort of like paternal bent to it. I don't like it. So I'm gonna look at some of the leaders here that I don't think we really looked at. Yeah, alright. Bunch of generics.
Ready to move. Pushing them back, sir. Fall back.
Why are we... Wait, oh, they're bombing northern France, apparently. Oh, from Ireland, of course. Yeah, how about we deal with that? Let's get the, since this isn't gonna happen, let's, just yeet that order. Oh, wait, hold on.
Commands.
Someone else is trying. Maybe we should try at the same time. But what we should do is also get our troops, or sorry, our fleets over towards Ireland so that we can help in the naval invasion of Ireland. Currently, the Brits are taking a beating, which honestly signals that it is our time to shine, because the Irish troops are moving off to the western side of the island. And that gives us an opening. There we go, so now we just need to wait for them to head out and support those boys. Gonna take them a while, I think, if they're going all the way around. I don't think they are. I think they can pass through here at the moment. Nope, they can't. Ah, that's a problem.
Ready, sir.
I'll activate these guys, even though they're kind of low in organization, or, you know, not at full organization, just because I want to try to help this out. Oh. So what do we do here? Do we take all states? I think we do. Honestly. Even though these nations were fighting for territory as well. You're meant to annex entire states, so I'll do that. If I have the option, I will give land to other nations. Or, of course, liberate them. Now, who remains in the Entente? Apparently there's someone else. Unless I've been thoroughly bamboozled about who we're fighting. Yeah, there's no great nations here. So the wars have split, or what? We need to fight all these guys now. Kind of strange, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, I think we need to fight all these guys. Well, that sucks. Kinda thought the war would be over right now. Let's see, event or decisions time out. The fate of a lot of countries. Algeria, we will liberate a loyal Algeria. Burkina Faso. Ancient land of the Mossi have come to our control and are now part of our country. Often divided and badly regarded by the colonial authorities, the Mossi people are now pleading us for the possibility to create an independent state of their own. With the influential Mogo Naba at the head of the government. Yes. As Burkina Faso. Guinea, or Guinea, former French colony of Guinea, divided between the traditional mountainous north and the colonial south, has been annexed into our growing empire. We're now left with the complex task of organizing this new territory. Should we incorporate it? Nope. We shall form the state. Mali. The valley of the Niger River, once known as French Sudan or Mali, is now directly integrated into our territories. This colony, though, is in need of a better administration that we will have difficulties to provide. Nevertheless, the local people and the remnants of the French administration can administer it for us to an extent. Sure. I was hoping it would be more of a locally administered, or administered by the locals and not with the remnants of the French administration. This region of Mauritania has come under... Wait, that's in RuneScape. Has come under the control of our armies. Former French colony, not even pacified 15 years ago, is now in need of a government to rule it efficiently to avoid the territory falling into anarchy once again. There we go. Yes. The port of Dakar, I'm reading the ones that have, a lot of flavor. Formerly the most important port of French West Africa has fallen to our repeated assaults, and with it, the full colony of Senegal, including the four French communes, fell. But with this change of ownership came more problems as the skilled French administrators left the territory. Should we create a loyal satellite here to alleviate our problems? Yes. Sierra Leone. The former British colony of Sierra Leone, once a haven for former loyal British slaves, has been captured by our advancing armies and has been incorporated into our empire. We're not an empire, please don't call us that. Annexation of Tunisia, so this one is one that I might want to keep, honestly. Because of... Oh, actually, we're going to try to take this instead. Let us liberate Tunisia. Also, what? We hold an airport. Alright.
Taking cover.
And Wadai. Form the state of Wadai. Finally, our annexation of the region of Chad is complete. Former French colonies now in need of a competent administration to manage it. There we go. Dude, my reading comprehension today is not great.
Under fire.
We aren't... No, we are hitting the beaches, yeah.
Taking aim.
It's not working, though. God, this is a fortress. There's forts everywhere. They're not that big, but still, like, this line of, like, trench works, I'm guessing, across the river here. I'm not sure what this river is called. What happened to the, Oh, there they are. They're motorized. Alright, since this isn't working, let's halt any plans of invading like that, and let's go for Portugal, why not? This army is defending territory, so everything is on, like, garrison order then? Hold on. No. I was about to say this is going to be cursed as hell, but no. We might have to ship, like, an actual army over here. Or we could just, of course, activate some of our tank corps. Let's get the light tanks over by this region. Sure, yeah, non-aggression, that works. Mexico against Central American Confederation and all that. I don't know if I wanna. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't want to get involved in this stuff. I'll see how it shakes out. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, of course. The, tiny fallback line. These guys aren't doing anything, so transfer to Eastern Europe, I suppose, and set them up against Romania, I guess, and with the intent of pulling them up north as these lines start to overextend themselves. We aren't fighting Serbia, so we can't really get to Bulgaria all that efficiently. We might want to just declare war on Romania. And then take... Well, we'll have to take Serbia as well. So I want to get rid of Greece and Bulgaria at the moment. From our current war. Like, who would be the war leader for the opposing side? No clue, honestly. Do we have any free armies in Europe? Honestly, we could have just... yeah, actually, let's send these guys over towards... Like, they're not going to be necessary to... or necessarily used here at the moment. Send them over towards... technically, this is Western Europe, not Northern Europe, but doesn't really matter. Let's send them over towards Portugal. Return communard lands. What is that? What are we holding? Don't see anything that we're holding. Alright, let's see here. We can probably soften up these islands for an invasion. The reason I'm doing wings of 100 and nothing more is because apparently that is the optimal wing size for the ace benefits. So like fighter aces and stuff will like they will give you diminishing returns if you have more than 100 planes in a wing. That's what I've heard anyways. The 1944 convention of the Socialist Labour Party is here, and while there are many important things to be discussed at this convention, one of the more important is who shall be the nominee for the upcoming presidential election. Well, Harry Bridges or Frank T. Johns? I will leave the choice to you as I have to go, because we are past the 30-minute mark, and I have a lecture to attend in 30 minutes. So, I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, you can find me on social media in the description down below. You'll find my Twitter there, you'll find my Twitch where I stream, you'll find the Patreon where you can support me if you would like, by pledging $1 like every month if you want to, or more if you feel generous. And finally, there's the Discord where we hang out, play games, and currently we're playing a board game called Diplomacy. We're planning on playing a board game called Secret Hitler in the future, and so on and so forth. So there's like a lot of friendly stuff going on there, a lot of discussion, some of it political, but it seems to be under control most of the time. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. And also, remember, who should be our next presidential candidate? Goodbye.